Welcome back to Level 2 English, okay, day 5. And this lesson is kind of a little bit confusing, because they have the sentences scrambled. 混ぜ混ぜしちゃって、全部一応選択するんだけど、その中の2番と4番に来る単語だけを書くんだって。So, please turn to your...Open up your text to page. What page is this? Okay, page 38. Okay, let's get started. All right, so page 38. Here's the example. Okay, it says 熟語を見抜く. So you have to look at the idiom. Okay, idiom. 熟語 is idiom in English. Okay, so let's look at the very first one. Okay, example 1 on page 38.A. Erica, I heard that you're learning golf. B. Yes, I went to play golf Sunday. I wasn't very good, but I had a great time. Now here are the words that they provide for you. You have to take all of these words and make an idiom, okay? So 1, time, 2, for, 3, first, 4, on, and 5, the. You have to make an idiom. You have to use all of these words, okay? So the correct answer is...For the first time on, okay? For the first time on, okay? That means you use number 2, then number 5, then number 3, then number 1, and then number 4, okay? So you would say 2, 5, 3, 1, 4. Okay, you have to write those, arrange those, each of those words in order. And the idiom that you want to learn is...For the first time. For the first time. ね。初めてやった時とか、初めてやるって意味ですね。Okay, so that's it. Actually, we use that idiom quite a bit. All right, let's look at example number 2. Okay? All right, on page 39, I believe. All right. A. Hello, Mrs. Smith. Is Kathy home?No, she's at badminton practice. It ends with a question, okay? So here are the words provided. Number 1, A. 2, may. 3, take. 4, I. And 5, message. Now, you unscramble that to, may I take a message? May I take a message? 伝言取ってもいいですか？メモを取ってもいいですか？ Take a message. 電話かかってきたとき、話したい相手がいない場合は、聞いてメモをするのは、May I take a message? May I take a message? よく使われますので覚えてください。そしたら順番は、2, 4, 3, 1, and 5. Okay? So let's look at these bottom...idioms here. Do you mind if I? Do you mind if? してもいいですか? I have no idea. 全然わかりません。I had no idea. 全然知らなかった。わかりませんとか知りません。わかりません、知りませんっていう全くわかりませんでした。I had no idea. 全然知りませんでした。全然知らなかった。I had no idea. I have no idea. So, excuse me, have you seen my yellow hat? I have no idea. Sorry, I can't help you there. Okay? Now let's look at this next one. Help yourself to. Okay? どうぞご自由に召し上がりください. Please help yourself. So maybe you want to have a guest over? お客さんが来たときは、おやつとかね、例えばせんべいとかクッキーとかそういうケーキを差し出しますよね。そしたらその時は英語で Please help yourself. どうぞ召し上がってください。Alright. Okay, let's not number here. Something is wrong with. Something is wrong with. Oh my, there's something wrong with my computer. There's something wrong. Something is wrong. 何々の調子が悪い。Okay?So maybe you have, I don't know, a computer or a stereo or, something, an iPod that's not working right. 全然 iPod とかね、なんか まあテレビの調子とかまあ何でもねそうなんだけど調子が悪ければ something is wrong with this TV something is wrong with this computer something is wrong with 何々これ人にも使うんですよね例えばなんかね誰かさんがね不機嫌だったりとかちょっと落ち込んでそうだったら something is wrong with Melissa something is wrong with Peter he looks angry something is wrong with Peter okay so what 何々 for なぜ何のために何なんですか what for まあそのままでも使うこともあるんですけどなぜとか何のために使うの What are you going to use this for? それ何のために使いますか Why don't you? これは進めるときね Why don't you try sushi? Why don't you try avocado? Why don't you try Splash Mountain? Why don't you try to do this or do that? 何々をしてはどうですか進めるんですよね何々してはどうですかしたらどうですかこれをしたらどうですか Okay, let's look at number 1 here, okay? Alright, number 1 on page 40. A. I'm taking my children to Osaka by Shinkansen. Is there anything I should keep in mind? B. Oh, yes, you should. On the train. Now, here's the 5 words that they're going to give you. You have to unscramble. And then you have to put in the second word and the 4th word in the parentheses, okay? So let's look at this. 1, your children. 2, keep. 3, from. 4, running. And 5, around. The correct sentence pattern is, oh yes, you should keep your children from running around on the train. So the order is 2, 1, 3, 4, and 5. The number you want to put in the parentheses is the number 2 and number 4. Oh, sorry, number 1 and number 4. Pardon me. Number 1 and number 4. Okay? All right, number 2. A. Welcome to our new house, Peter. New house. I'm sorry, I have a sore throat and I'm kind of getting a cold. We'll try this again. A. Welcome to our new house, Peter. Please, I get dinner ready. B. Thank you, Miss Brighton. Okay, let's look at the choices here. We have 1, some snacks. 2, yourself. 3, while. 4, 2, and 5, help. The correct sentence pattern is, all right, welcome to our new house, Peter. Please help yourself to some snacks while I get dinner ready. Okay? So the order is, all right, 5, okay, 2, 4, 1, and, 3. So, but you want to put in the parentheses number 2 and number 1, okay? All right, number 3, knowing about English, it well. People need to use English as often as possible in order to master it. Okay, so here are your choices. 1, very. 2, is. 3, speaking. 4, different. And 5, from. Okay, so let's look at this pattern. The correct answer is, knowing about English is very different from speaking it well. Okay? So, is 2, 2, 1, 4, 5, and 3. So what you want in the parentheses is number 1 and number 5. Very and from. Okay? Number 4. George, our band needs one more guitar player. Don't you know anyone else? B. Well, I guess the guitar Jimmy is the best in our school. Okay. Your choices are 1, 2. 2, when. 3, comes. 4, playing. And 5, it. When you unscramble it, it reads like this. Well, I guess when it comes to playing the guitar, Jimmy is the best in our school. Okay? When is 2. Okay, so it goes 2, 5, 3, 1, and 4. So you want to put in the parentheses number 5 and number 1. Okay? So number 5, it, and number 1, 2. All right, moving on to the final page here. All right, so sorry, couldn't. Sorry, just kind of missing one here. All right, number 5. Hey, Mike, you look pale. See a doctor? B, I don't feel well. Maybe I've got a cold. All right. So your choices are 1, and, 2, don't, 3, go, 4, why, and 5, you. All right, so it should read correctly. When unscrambled, it should read like this. Hey, Mike, you look pale. Why don't you go and see a doctor? Why don't you go and see a doctor? All right, so it's 4, 2, 5, 3, and 1. Okay, and the numbers you want to put in the parentheses are 2, don't, and 3, go. Okay, number 6. When an earthquake occurred last night, Cindy was so upset that she do. And here are your choices. Number 1, 2, 2, no, 3, what, 4, had, and 5, idea. All right, this is the correct way you would read it. When an earthquake occurred last night, Cindy was so upset that she had no idea what to do. She had no idea what to do. Okay, so that comes in the order of 4, 2, 5, 3, and 1. And in the parentheses, you want to put 2, no, and 3, what. All right, so, sorry. For number 7, could you explain that again? I wanted to say. B, I see. I'll try not to use technical terms this time. Okay, so here are your choices. 1, you. 2, couldn't. 3, out. 4, what. 5, figure. Okay, so the correct answer is couldn't figure out what you wanted to say. I couldn't figure out what you wanted to say. One more time slowly. I couldn't figure out what you wanted to say. Figure out means 解決するとか、何を言おうとしてるか理解ができなかったとか、なんかそれをなんていうの、意味はつかめなかった、意味がつかめない。couldn't figure out。I could figure it out。それ分かりやすくてすぐ分かっちゃったってのは I could figure it out。But sometimes you can't figure it out if it's a difficult riddle。なんかパズルとか謎々とか難しいのを言われたときは全然分かんなくてどう考えても全然分かんない。あと難しいなんか細かいものを作るとか全然分かんないときは I couldn't figure it out. I can't figure it out. Figure it out はイディオムですね。Figure は数字はね数字の意味を表してるんですけれども Figure ね、フィギュアスケートこうやってねこうやってやり取りをやってて何かをやり取りをしてこれ頭をこうやって動かしてさなんか考えてどうなってるかなって細かく想像してこうやってやって解決するのは figure out、okay? それができないから couldn't figure out となります。Alright, so sorry, I forgot to do one. All right, so the last one here, number 8. All right, many scientists and economists believe that the food production population group. So we had 1, up, 2, will, 3, with, 4, not, and 5. I have to hurry because I'm running out of time. The answer is, many scientists and economists believe that food production will not keep up with. Okay, will not keep up with. So that means that I'm just going to give you the number. That's number 4. and number 1 are the correct answers.